Okay, we are recording with my hair like this today. I'm trying to, I have like a lot of broken pieces, as you can see right here, but I'm trying to keep them down. I just finished straightening my hair, so. I did want to tell you a couple of skincare products that I absolutely love. So I have not used like an actual cream moisturizer in like forever. So I guess let me just tell you like my top. Well, this pretty much is like my skincare, but this right here, okay, toner. This is from Fresh. The eye cream from Olehenriksen and vitamin E oil. So this is all I use for my face, and honestly, like she be looking cute, she be looking fresh, okay, she looks good. So I really love it, and I think you will too. But anyways, those are just like my top 5 or my top favorites, and usually like I do all that at night, and I've been incorporating, I'm trying to grow these short freaking lashes, Maybelline's lash serum and also castor oil. This is like super thick, like she thick, okay? So this is very thin to where like I will literally just put it like right on my lash line. I don't actually like brush through. There's no bristles to actually brush through anything. I apply it directly to my lash line, and then whatever else I put on my brows. Castor oil is very thick, so in the mornings I always definitely like wash my face, wash my eyes because of my contacts, because I apply just a very little amount also to my lash line and my brows. But before I go to the gym, I do use this product. It's the e.l.f. Hydrate Super Hydrate Moisturizer. But this is not a lotion. It is like a jelly. So I just like scoop it up with my nail and we set. But those I just really like. I love to really take care of my skin, and I think that that's so much more important than spending money on super expensive makeup, because I think it all really matters on the base, right? Like underneath it all. So I just applied, I have this vitamin C dark spot remover, and I will say that I was using it a lot, like every other day I was using it. I used to have a lot of like scarring on my chin from just kind of, I never really had acne, but like when I would get a pimple, it was just like I would always get them here, which are very like, it's a hormonal area for women, so it's whatever. But okay, so we're going to get into the makeup, and hopefully this works, and hopefully I remember to look here. Okay, scratch that. We're not doing anything creative. We're gonna just do my normal routine. So my first step is I use the Neutrogena primer, and this one is their rice protein complex, so it's a little bit gritty. And I normally just apply it directly to my T-zone area, which if you don't know, your T-zone is literally right here. And that's normally where we oil up the most. It might just depend on your skin type as well. So I just apply to my T-zone and then just kind of blend out the rest, or like put out the rest. So we're going to add the Revlon Rose Glow Face Gloss. It's a luminize and hydrate gloss. So it looks like this. Super pretty. Just this like very iridescent pink kind of color. And I just apply it on the highest points where I normally highlight my face anyway. So, and I just rub it in. It's a really soft, I don't know, like really soft and smooth application, or product, I guess I should say. This is the Dream Urban Cover by Maybelline, and it is their full coverage, but it's not, I think it's full coverage if you like build it up, but It's very like thin to where it's skin-like. It's not like super heavy. So the brush I'm going to use is from e.l.f. This is their Flawless Face brush. So my normal placement of foundation is I just kind of stick to the center of my face, and then I will work the product out. So I don't go in and like apply it everywhere on my face. I apply it just at the center and then I'll work it out. So this brush does have a little bit of this product, and also when I do have like, I normally like do my self tanner, I do add this CC cream from Mary Kay. This is their medium to deep, and so this brush does definitely have like some color to it. So I just will basically kind of just stamp the product in and then brush it all in. And my hair is everywhere. So you could still see like the glow that I applied. So it's not too like heavy. Like I said, I think you can definitely build it up, but I don't do that. Okay, so for my concealer, I apply concealer not because I like necessarily have dark spots to cover. I really just use the concealer to like brighten the center of my face. So this again is another product that I have repurchased. This was the first one that I had, which is the 16-hour camo concealer, and this one is the same thing, except this one is a matte finish. This one didn't have it. I don't know why, and I did get a lighter shade because I like to brighten. So my application is just here, the inner corner of my eye, the center, down my nose, and right at my chin. The area of highlighting is actually like the center of my eye and just the side of my nose. And I use a damp beauty blender to do this. So, and this concealer I actually like because it really doesn't like crease, but as you can see, it just brightens that center part of my eye, which is what we want. I don't, like I said, I don't go all the way across. Like so. And then just the center of my forehead. So when using a beauty blender or a sponge or whatever, this is from e.l.f. My thought to that is you never want to use the sponge and like swipe. Like I really feel like, and I'm going to show you too with my my contour that I put on. It truly is like, I think something that you just have to like literally like where you apply it is where you want the product, and then you just blend it out. Like a brush is meant to like swipe, like you're moving it all around, but this, I feel like when you use a sponge like that, it's just directly in that area. So so next, and again, I apply like all my like cream, or not cream, but like any sort of liquid product, I apply that first before going in with any powders. So now I'm using, this is the matchsticks from Fenty, and this is in Mocha. My cheekbone, which I envision it right here, so I just apply it directly like right here. And then right down on the side of my nose. Very light there. So again, I'm gonna use the same beauty blender, or the same sponge, beauty sponge, and I just really just kind of press it into my skin. Again, it's directly where I applied it. So I press it in and just kind of move it around a little bit, not going too low, mainly like just kind of staying very up. Especially if you have a round face, like me, you don't want to apply a lot of product in the center of your face. Like when you apply it at the highest, it really just kind of pulls everything back. It's like almost like a little mini facelift with makeup. So the contour, I don't want to talk negative about my face, but I have a big nose. I have a big forehead. Like, I could either like not do what I love, which is this, and just say like, oh, I don't have the perfect face for it, or I could just do it and be like, this is how I am. So this is how I am. But anyways, I just kind of like narrow in my nose a little bit with the contour and just right here at the tip, and then of course my highlight will just kind of be over that. So okay, so I'm done with all my cream products. So now I'm going to use a big fluffy brush and I'm going to bronze my skin, bronze my face, and I'm using the Milani bronzer. This is in Suntan, and I really like this one. I used the bronzer, the buttercream or butter bronzer or whatever it was from who was it? Physicians Formula for like a couple of rounds, but this is supposed to be a dupe for Marc Jacobs, their big like coconut bronzer. So do you see this glow? Like, I love it. I love it. And I haven't even applied highlighter. So again, I'm just kind of shortening my 5 head over here with whatever's left on my brush. And this is just a drugstore brush. That's also something that I don't spend a whole lot of money on. I think I bought one, I don't know who it's from, but anyways, doesn't even matter. I don't even use it. Just freaking sits there. Okay, so next for my blush, I'm using another drugstore product, and this is from Milani. This is a baked blush that they have in Luminoso. This is like a one that's been around for a very long time. This brush is an angled brush that I like using for blush. And again, just kind of stamping it as high as I can up here, and then just brushing it back. Again, not bringing it too much forward in the center of my face. So just, and then just right across my nose, just to add a little bit of color. Boom. My highlight. I use 2 different highlighters. I use Juvias Place and Cleo, and excuse my extremely dirty highlight, but this one is from Lancôme. And this brush I use is from Wet n Wild. So with this, I just use what's on the cap. I don't dip my brush into the product, which is like this. I'm saving this till the day that I die so they can sprinkle that all over me. So I just apply it to my brush, and then I just kind of tap a little bit. And just with a very light hand, I just kind of apply it to the high point of my cheek. Again, very light-handed. Next, I'm going to, again, just kind of tap directly into it, into the cap, and right at my nose. And then I was a little off on that. And then again, and just right down the center. Well, right down the bridge of my nose. Okay? And if anything, I can get my finger and do the same thing. Like so. So they're gonna definitely be able to see me from space if I ever get lost. So now I'm gonna use this next highlighter, and this is their dual finish highlighter. So I just tap this one in. This one's a very smooth. Like if I don't like want to be too much, I will just use this one instead of using the Juvias Place, and it's just a natural highlight. I really like it. I've had this one for almost a year now. It's a lot of product. And I will do my Cupid's bow. And that's that. Okay, so now that all that's done, I'm going to just do a light set to my skin, or to my foundation. And I use Mary Kay translucent powder, and I'll just pour a little bit in the cap, like that. Just get, this is a super old brush, and I just go right at my T-zone. I guess, I mean, it's kind of, it's not baking because I'm not really, well, I don't know. Okay, so that's that. So now I'm going to do my brows. I'm kind of bummed that I didn't try the makeup look. I should have. Boo. Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna brush through my brows, and I'm using the Maybelline Tattoo Studio. This is a pomade, and you're gonna have to give me a second because I really can't talk it through. But basically, when I'm doing my brows, I start like right here at the center first, or kind of like here, and then go back here, and then go back, and then I'll work the front. So most of the product you want to be at the end. You don't want it to be like, unless you want that, unless you want to do like a really heavy brow, then that's cool, but I don't. So like that, pretty much. Going under my brow. Okay, so as you can see, it's just really light at the front. I'm just gonna kind of go a little bit closer in. Much better. Okay, and then I'm gonna blend out this bottom part so it's not so harsh. Okay, so then same thing I'm gonna do on the other brow. Okay. So, okay, so I think that's what's gonna happen with my brows right now, because if I keep going, I'm just gonna mess them up. And I know they're uneven. Don't tell me something that I already know. I'm going to use the Epic Liner from NYX. And so this is not something that I do perfect every time, but basically I get it here and go up, here, go up, and then I will go halfway and then kind of join the two together. So we are using Eyelure. These are just very, this is in number 126, just very defined lashes, and I know that I need to cut them because my eyes are not as big as this set. So I cut from the inside and just test it out to see if it's okay, and it looks to be good. I'm just gonna cut off this little piece at the end because it's kind of just sticking out a little bit. Okay, so the lash glue that I use, definitely been using this for a very long time. This is the Duo brush on adhesive. So what I do is I apply it to the lash, and then I'm just gonna let it sit there and dry for a second. And if you don't know, just another little tip, if you don't know, when you get your lashes and you take them out of the deal, if they don't have this left and right little note there, always just get the lash and basically keep it like that, and it's gonna always like tell you. Or if you look at the lash, if it's shorter on the inside, that's the part that goes on the inside of your eye. Oh shoot, I forgot to add my mascara. Okay, I'm gonna throw on some mascara real quick, and this is the Maybelline Falsies. Again, I know that I don't have lashes, but this definitely helps to get any product that I had on my lash, like the foundation, and it's also going to bring together my natural lash and the false lash. Okay, I know it looks crazy. Just wait, guys, just freaking wait. I knew I was gonna do that. I took off some liner. I try not to go like super close, and I don't do like the best job in putting on mascara because I'm literally just trying to put something on my lash. Excuse me. When I went in with the lash curler, it just kind of took off a little bit. Okay, so this one should be set to go. So I just get any type of tweezers that you want. You know, so I just set my lashes directly on my lash line. And this is why it's really important to let your lash get a little dried so it just kind of becomes very tacky, so you can apply it to your lash and it'll sit on your lash and not move around. So those are the lashes. They are on, they are not going anywhere. This one's still kind of wet, so I'm just gonna kind of let it sit for a second. And then I'm going to apply some liner on my waterline. And so I use another product from Maybelline. This is their little ink gel pot. I've used this for a long time as well. I definitely recommend something like this unless you have something that you use that you absolutely love. I know, like, I have a regular pencil here, but it doesn't like really stay. So I'm applying this directly to my waterline. I watch YouTube makeup videos all the time, okay? Like literally all the time. Like that's my pastime. And those girls, like, I don't know how they do it, but they will literally just like sit there and just like not even, like I have to disassemble my whole freaking eye just to like get liner on this waterline. And they do it just like so naturally. It's crazy. Okay, so again, I don't wear shadow, but I do put shadow on the bottom so that it can kind of blend, or not blend, but just not look just, I don't know. That's just what I do. So I use this little, sorry, that was cute. I use this little, this shadow. This is their little bite-sized shadow from e.l.f. And I just use these two colors, just barely dipping into that So I just tap, 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 and then I push it right at the corner of my eye back here, and I really try to like smudge it out, and it'll bring actually some of the gel eyeliner that I applied. Now the gel eyeliner, I don't want you to think that it's like a wet, you know, when I'm applying it, because it doesn't do that. But if I had a proper camera, I could definitely like zoom in closer and show you, but oh, that got a little too low. That's okay. So just kind of smudging it out. That really kind of got a little bit too low, but it's okay. I don't care. Okay, I'm gonna go back in and just kind of make sure that this is drying right where it should be drying. Okay, so I'm going to get my same mascara that I used earlier, and I'm going to apply it to my bottom lashes. And this I like to apply the first time, and then I'll let it dry a little bit, and then I'll go back and apply some more, just because I like it to be a little bit heavy and noticeable. I don't really like for it to be too thin. So the liner doesn't look too bad, right? It kind of like, the lashes kind of just brought it all together. I really wonder like what it would have looked like if I would have done the top thing. I think that would have been really cool. I could probably still do it, but I don't want to risk it. It'd be like too much of a risk. Don't want to do that. Anyways, but what I am going to probably add is just some inner highlight and some highlight underneath my brows. And then I'm gonna go in the inner corner, and I'm actually gonna kind of come down a little bit. So like right here, not necessarily on the inner corner. So just kind of bringing it across. So just kind of tapping it on the inner corner and then going down across. And then I'm gonna go right under my brow line, just to kind of pick that up and pick it up a little bit. I used to have a setting, like a brow setter, but I don't know what happened to it. I recently moved, so I lost, well, I didn't lose a bunch of stuff, but I just got rid of a bunch of crap. But I actually do wish that I had that, because, oh, I found it. It was hiding. Okay, so this is also by Maybelline. I'm telling you, dude, this is like a whole drugstore freaking makeup. Oh, I think it's a little dried out. So I'm just going to kind of pick up my brows a little bit so they're not so just straight across. And then on the other side, kind of sounded a little bit crusty. I'm gonna set it with e.l.f. Dewy Setting Mist. I always like have an anxiety attack when I do this because I can't breathe. Dollar store find right here, guys. Boom. We are done. I'm going to do my hair, but probably not right now. But let me take these cute little pins out of my hair. See, it still didn't really work. I just need to take very good care of it, which I'm trying. Okay. So, anyway, so this is the makeup look. I'm just gonna set it again real quick with my brush that I had the translucent powder. But yeah, this is the look. Like I said, I'm gonna do my hair a little bit later. I'm going to sushi with my bestie. Cue the song.
That my best friend, she a real bad bitch.
Okay, anyway, so yes, that's my song, by the way, like, to me. But anyways, that's it. So I hope you liked it. I will list what I used below For my lips, I'm probably not going to do anything but put on gloss because I don't wear makeup, or I don't wear like lipstick and stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. But yeah, we'll talk to you again later.